Well, I just got back from the PACE ACX 2022 in Nashville, Tennessee. I have to tell you, it's probably the best annual convention I have ever been to for PACE. We had approximately 500 attendees there and an amazing selection of educational sessions as well as entertaining sessions. Probably my favorite entertaining session was one that was an in the round with Nashville singer-songwriters. Just incredible what these folks can do. But it was a lesson for those of us that are in the marketing industry about how important it is to tell the story. You know, tell the story of the brands that we represent, or in the client world, tell the client story when we're advocating to regulators. And it was really a neat intersection with songwriting in Nashville. We also had an incredible Compliance Officers Forum live event at ACX, always one of my favorites. We reviewed the bills that are pending in Congress and on the state level. We provide our thoughts about if they'll pass, and if so, what type of effect that'll have on the industry. Of note this year is the significant number of state privacy bills that are currently pending in state legislatures. Also, there are a number of bills that are seeking to change the definition of what type of dialer triggers certain consent rules when you are making telemarketing calls. Certainly one that you'll want to review when those become available on the PACE website, paceassociation.org. I also had the privilege of having a fireside chat with Lois Greisman, who's an associate director from the Federal Trade Commission, Bureau of Consumer Protection. She's been with the commission since the early 1990s and has so much history and experience to share, which she did with the PACE audience. One of the topics that we discussed during that chat had to do with consent. Lois is of the belief that you cannot obtain consent for more than one company in a lead forum. Now, once we really started to discuss that, there was some gray, but the important part of that conversation is that the FTC is paying attention to online lead forums and making sure that they have the correct language and that they're obtaining consent for the companies that the lead generation companies are suggesting that they do. So something we really want to pay attention to. Lois also talked about the notice of proposed rulemaking for a federal privacy rule through the Federal Trade Commission. I believe it's the FTC's desire that Congress pass a privacy rule on the national level, or a privacy law on the national level. But in the absence of congressional action up to this point in time, the FTC is moving forward with a proposed rule. Their rule would really focus on limitations on data, on surveillance of consumers. It also focuses on how certain information about consumers that's gathered by marketing companies can be shared. So it'll be interesting to see what type of actual language the FTC would use in a privacy rule. Anyway, so next year we're going to be in Charlotte for PACE ACX. I hope that you can all make it. You can go to paceassociation.org to get the details about 2023 ACX. It's certainly one that you won't want to miss. I hear that it has a certain car theme to it, so will be one that will definitely be fast-paced. Thank you. Have a great day.